Okay, it's day 66. This is part 2, and everyone's saying, George, task force, why are you working so hard? You're working on Christmas. Well, I'll guarantee the mothers and grandmothers and even all parents, the number one gift that they would want if they've had a child that's overdosed and is not there today would be to bring that child back. And in my dealings, have people all the time on my channel talking about that. And here, and task force, how many scenes have you been to where there's been overdoses?
I would not be able to count.
Would not be
So
able to
many,
count.
yeah.
Would not be able to count. So this isn't something we just dreamed up. And there is an operation here in this state, in Virginia, that was Operation Cassandra, that identified massive drugs and used cars going to West Africa and guns coming the other way. That was shut down by our FBI. So we don't want to do this. I mean, I would much rather prefer doing something else on Christmas Day. But if the FBI is going to shut that down, well, who's left? You know, I waited a long time, 7 years. And more active in the last year and a half. And I thank Task Force very much for helping me tremendously with all the research and so forth. As far as this halal network, this halal meat, halal means kind of, I believe it's meat that we can't eat if we're Muslim, is great, you know, just like the kosher meat for the Jewish religion. But you can't use that as a transport mechanism, just like you can't use your uranium color of law trade to transport drugs. We have a 500% spike. They're not even reporting drug overdoses anymore in Florida because the spiking is so high. This is beyond epidemic. And believe it or not, this has, from something to go from point A to point B, it has to be transported. We think we've identified not only the key players, but the key funnel points, the key mosque, the Al-Haraj Mosque in Falls Church, Virginia, the key car dealership, the CIA car dealership, Javid in Sugar Land, Texas. These aren't speculations. These are Gulan with Saylorsville. There is just an obvious repository of guns and also a human sanctuary as well as drugs. The number one thing that Trump could do today is just honor the request of our NATO partner, our key NATO partner in the Middle East, Turkey, and send Gulen home. Cut the head off the snake and you will have a dramatic drop in the number of overdose deaths. Now this halal network, this El Mufti, the guy who was killed in Saylorsburg, you're going to find he owns a halal company. He's going to have connections that Task Force found in Paterson, New Jersey. He's going to be connected to Saipov. Saipov, here we go again, the guy who ran down people in Chelsea. The reason why these people are getting murdered and shooting police and trying to escape the country is because we're talking about it. Criminals don't like you talking about their criminal network. And until they come to get us, we're going to keep publicizing it. So there really is no day off in this business. Every day is a gift. You get to report one more day. And there's going to be connections to Florida. There's going to be connections to Virginia Beach. We pushed a lot of those out. We pushed a lot of those addresses out already. Thank you very much, Task Force, for all the great research that you've done. And, you know, there's no day off when you've got an epidemic like we have now.